Hello, I'm Brett Williams, and I'm looking forward to meeting you on September 16th in Manchester. We have an invitation-only meeting with a series of HR experts to talk about some of the emerging best practices we have seen developing here in North America. These best practices are all about engaging and motivating employees. Here's what we know. We know that performance management is the secret sauce that enables strategic success in organizations. Yet we insist on building processes for production, not for people. What is a people-focused process? Well, there's a process out there that is so intrinsically interesting that it's actually addictive. Those are processes designed for people. What are those processes? Online gaming. But in fact, think of any game, whether it's a game of chess or a game of football or an online game. There's a series of intrinsic motivators that we've learned how to build into those games that make them very interesting to humans. What are they? Well, the 5 key intrinsic motivators our research supposes are 1, purpose. We need to know clearly what is the purpose of the work we're doing. Mastery. I need the ability to repeat that activity until I get really good at it. Autonomy. Leave me alone to get the work done, given the mastery and the feedback. Feedback. That scorecard that allows me to see how I'm progressing on an ongoing basis. And socialization, the opportunity to talk to my coworkers or game players about that process. Now, if we can apply those to business, so think of, an RD individual where it's not a clear relationship to the financial gains of the organization, maybe years before their product gets marketed, but they still have a clear outcome, whether it's developing that product, validating that methodology, whatever that might be. Let's define that for them so they understand. Mastery. Let's make sure they get the skills and the repetition of experience to get better and better at those activities. Feedback. Let's give them scorecards that show them how they're performing on an ongoing basis, not just once a year. Autonomy. Giving them the chance to go off and do that work on their own schedule around their required activities. And then socialization. Let's make performance an ongoing conversation, not a private closed-door conversation between the boss and the employee. Now, we've been working with organizations like Google, Apple, Nike, Boeing, and a whole mix of small Silicon Valley startups that have been applying these principles to their business and seeing huge response rates and increases in profitability, customer satisfaction, employee retention rates, engagement. All the needles are moving in the right direction. In fact, we've been up at our Northern Research Facility and have a series of workshops where we've been meeting with the HR leaders from these areas and facilities and extracting from them the best practices and how to implement in a way that's sustainable. We've chosen Manchester for the conversation in the United Kingdom because Manchester has become the center of innovation. We're looking forward to seeing and learning how the application of these North American emerging best practices look like in your culture and in your rich mix of high-tech and entrepreneurial organizations. Again, I look forward to seeing you on September the 16th.